Kirasha, welcome to Star Solution to Akasha Azurite. This is my episode 4. Happy summer solstice to everyone. I'm sending so much love to all of you. I wanted to connect with the energies and the energy update as far as the life of a galactic guardian goddess, which is me, Star Being, and all of us. I'm going to say we, right? The we collective. So I wanted to be able to connect, just to be able to share a few activations that are coming in. Everything is quantum light and quantum light activations. So just like for the collective consciousness, most likely releasing in the morning, releasing the ego, releasing everything that has to come up, all of the victim energies, anything that's keeping you stuck in the third dimension, the ego realities, matrices, there's many names for it, but I'm just going to say quantum matrices is the ego systems, ego filters, the heart. So the heart is activating, and as the heart activates, and the crystalline matrix, diamond structures, and star particles start to go through a tuning toning on a quantum vibrational spin systems are fully activated. You most likely will be doing a lot of releasing. All of the crystals and star particles and diamond structures will be able to tune and tone and telepathically come online and communicate to each other. It's really beautiful through sound waves. Super quantum computer system mastery templates is where you are journeying with me, moving into the master templates. I received probably about almost a year ago master templates, which means I know that I'm going into the 9th template, 10th, 11th, and 12th, full body ascension. So full body ascended, ascension. This is what we call the mastery completion plates for the galactic star being, universal soul system, full body integration. So full body ascension, ascended mastery. There's many different names for it. Yes, connecting, aloha. Happy solstice to all of you. So just tuning in, you guys are following me and just letting you know summer solstice is beautiful energies, cosmic energies. I could see nothing but rainbows and galaxies coming through the holographic realities, holograms. So there's a projector screen once everything starts to open up and is an actual screen through the pineal gland networks. Everyone has their own word for it. I'm going to call it the telescope. Thank you. And then there's a whole system here where you can see all the holograms. It would look like a holographic crystalline matrix. And I could see nothing but rainbows, rainbow spectrums coming through. And then when I was looking out around me, all I can see is rainbows everywhere. It's actually really beautiful. I do know that is tuning and toning, traveling through light too as well, but it's also the planetary system, the multidimensional Earth systems, parallel Earth, alternative Earth. There's many different names for it, so I'm just sharing my experience. Yeah. Waking up, so much work being done in the dream state, but no sleep. So a lot of you guys, because of the energies and the rainbow spectrums, there's a rainbow frequency chrysolite sun that are coming in, and all different types of really cool, exciting templates, new templates that are coming in right now. All I could receive was the Christed Sun systems, and that's what we call them, Christed Sun systems. Everything is a system, a structure, and a blueprint. So hopefully you'll be able to follow me. So I can make it easy for you. So it will look like rainbows coming through here. It seems like all these beautiful rainbows, and that's the diamond structure. So everything's going through a rewrite. It's an aquamarine diamond system, and it's all clear crystal diamond, and it's all clear right here. It's the headdress, headdress upgrades, and there is an actual headdress. Once you're able to see the quantum crystalline energy matrix, it should be your regular to be able to see headdresses and to see everything fully of the higher realm. You call it the higher realm, we call it our regular realm. So this is like our normal walking states of consciousness since 2000s. 2012 for me, 2013, being able to see the full crystalline structures on everyone. So kind of just breaking it down. There's a diamond structure that does come online. And like I said, the new frequency coming in looks like this tone. And this tone, this Indara is actually assisting with the activation. There's gold tones and all different types of beautiful tones. And it's all in the physical body. So if you guys are actually seeing diamonds through your pineal gland, or if you feel like you're seeing the diamond with the facets, and it's all right here, you will get it usually in your sleep or right before you wake up. So everything will open during those times. You could be walking and it'll start flashing, so that's good. That's your universal soul showing you everything. I am going to connect and try to keep this one quick, just to connect with you guys on the summer solstice and what we do for preparation as light body activators, as the galactic guardian goddesses and gods, and galactic guardians, all that are transitioning into the higher earth systems. And I'm going to say language of light transmitters, frequency holders, light workers, and beyond. Okay, so galactic star beings that are walking here on earth. So it's tuning and toning, and I'm just beginning the process of being able to open enough to be able to tune and tone to the spinal cord networks, where all the crystals and the diamond grids are activating, so everything's going through a reconstruction. And it's a beautiful experience. The ego will hit in the morning. Now, I will tell you this, lots of releasing this morning, lots of crying, and it has to come out somehow out of the body, the density out of the body. So lots of releasing. When I say releasing, that would be crying. That would be being able to release and constantly crying, and that's okay because that's your heart opening. We have to cry to open the heart gate systems, the Christ of light and the Christ of consciousness light. So kind of like tuning and toning to the reality, I have to clear more energy, more density out of the physical body for a long time, possibly, or maybe not. It could be for a few weeks, and then it most likely I'll go through a new cycle. So it's a cycle and a gateway. So if anyone is experiencing this, I could not sleep last night at all, so I kept being woken up. It's high energies, universal energies, and galactic energies coming in. Also, everything for tonight. I have a masterclass tonight. It is at 5:55 Mountain Time, so we're still kind of sitting and seeing who else is going to align to this class. It's for twin flames and twin rays. It is way more than beyond what you think. Okay, so we can touch base on relationships, but it's a breakdown so you guys understand the sacredness of the divine sacred union and what exactly are we doing. So as far as full body integrations, the two twin rays coming together and going all the way to the Christ Sun OverSoul system, and it's a 12,000, if you want to say 12,000, yeah, modadic twin group full body integration. And then the Christ Sun OverSoul is a full integration. So hopefully you guys would be able to understand that. It would be a lot of what you call multidimensionals, but what it's doing is pulling all of you back in. Once you connect with your twin ray, and that's you and your twin ray doing it together, you can do it separately and then come together. It all depends on how it's done, but we have to integrate everything into a physical vessel and upgrade to the super quantum computer system, to Christ Sun OverSoul. So this is what you would call a new system. So we have to break it down so you would understand once we hit these currents and these high acceleration currents, we have to take everything from all time and space and integrate it. Yeah. The avatar matrix. So it'd be the soul, right? Merge the souls back together as one, because there's a soul split. And we're going to be teaching about the soul splitting, the twin soul splitting, and then how the original creators came in, the original creators and how they split. So it'd be like mom and dad. And there's 7 groups of the original creators. 7, yeah. 7 splits. So hopefully it's a lot of math to be able to understand it, but it would be 2 twin rays. So 7 sets, 7 sets of 2. And those are the original creators. So you would have to understand the full breakdowns for that. So it's actually amazing, but we're only going to start with 1 pair. So 2 original creators, and then we'll do the breakdowns. And to actually break down, we'll break down the modadic systems. We'll be breaking down the soul systems, how everything works, and then there's through all time and space. So you have to be able to connect. So we're able to see through all time and space, all multidimensional, all of us through previous incarnations, kind of pull it all together. Through all time and space means that there is no past and present. Everything is simultaneously running at once, and then there's resets too. So we'll be explaining the avatar matrix, OverSoul matrix, and this has to do with twin flames. Go into that in the importance, but right now we're preparing for it. So we wanted to connect about that. We're just seeing if anyone else would want to sign up for it, and seeing, and it really doesn't matter because it'll be posted anyways afterwards for purchase. So it's whoever's supposed to be there is all divinely guided too as well, but it's going to be big. You can feel how big it is because it's a 2-day masterclass. It's massive and big, and then once we integrate it, we'll continuously do more master classes and the masterminds for it. And it's a lot more than just the twin, the 3rd dimensional twin flame of what everyone knows, 4th dimensional twin flame of what everyone knows, and then twin rays, soulmates and beyond. It's actually the genetic angelic mates is what we're going to be breaking down for everyone, and in a whole new way, in a whole new system. So it's really nothing like what's out there. It's just giving the breakdown so you guys understand how are you guys made and how are you part of a soul group too. So it's going to be fun. Connecting into the energies, I wanted to kind of talk about a few things coming in, and connecting to the future timelines, and where are we moving to? What is the process of the ascension? What is the point? So I posted a picture on my thumbnail because you guys know I do everything through pictures. Connecting to the activation of the thumbnail that I put, you will notice that there is a plasma, liquid light, diamond rainbow, gel liquid plasma body. Okay, so if you actually go and look, it's a liquid light plasma body. Obviously you can tell there's no skeleton system. It would look like a jellyfish. Okay, so I wanted for you guys just to be able to expand your consciousness that right now I am connecting to future selves and the development of the light body, the crystal body, and then other races too as well. You would consider them in a higher harmonic universe as you go up in the harmonic universes. As you go up into the harmonic universes, there's no matter, okay, at all. So I wanted you guys to be able to expand your consciousness. There's no matter, but this what we look like in the future is actually really beautiful. So it is a plasma star body. It's liquid plasma light, and there is a skeleton structure, but it looks really similar, kind of connecting in to the future selves that are coming to me right now. And I do know it's a new seeding and a new root race. Okay, I was given, it's not really permission, but to be able to communicate with you guys about it, so you guys would be able to understand the liquid plasma body, star bodies. It kind of it'll look like jelly, and it will look like blue jelly. So this is probably the closest. It's a Lemurian body. It would look like this tone right here, but it's jelly. And then they do have, I'm going to say, a super intelligent nervous system, a little bit of a skeleton body, and they're all blue. They're absolutely beautiful, but they're transparent. Okay, so it's full transparent. It is so beautiful. Just connecting to these beings that are coming to me and kind of communicating. They are us in the future. So it's really beautiful. It's really HD and holographic, crystalline cities. And you can say crystalline, but I'm going to say plasma fields fully constructed. And it is on the Earth, but you have to understand there's no simultaneously, there's no time in space. So everything is like simultaneously running at once. So you could just vibrate enough and to be able to vibrate. And as you vibrate, you should be able to vibrate and to move into access through a gate to be able to see what we look like in the future. And it would like it's transparent, translucent, star particles. It's a super intelligent system, and everyone is telepathic, so no one speaks. It's actually beautiful. Connecting. It's really beautiful. Light technology, high light technology. It's HD, so you would have to understand the HD realities on a hologram. It's just so beautiful. And I can tell that I'm being shown, and what they're showing me is the Christed light that is coming from the sun, the Aurora sun. It is just the beginning. And that's what they always tell me. It's only the beginning. You can vibrate into the parallel earth, so you can vibrate into them, but you can't drop into fear. You would have to understand that these are certain levels that I'm taking through as a star being and returning as a star being in a sense. We are activating our original avatar, angelic human blueprint. Okay? So you have to understand that you can say it's mastery, whatever it is that you, whatever resonates with your heart chakra. It's Christ-light intelligence, a pure consciousness that runs through your body 24/7, 360 out of the year. Okay? So it's a purification and a deep purification process. So hopefully you guys would be able to understand that you'll have to be able to fully understand the purification process, that vibrating into this higher vibration of a parallel earth, you have to pass through gates. And it's not really tests, but a lot of people, a lot of wayshowers would say they're tests, and that's okay because I think they're only just trying to communicate to the collectives, the masses when they talk about it. But you have to understand it's a pure conscious state of intelligence that is beyond your consciousness, right? You came into a matrix, like we said, that is transitioning and it is raising in frequency. So you have to understand the planet and the multidimensionals of the planet eventually will unify through the collectives, and it has been going on for a while. So the frequencies are raising higher and higher, which means that the species on this planet have no choice but to go through a purification process. And everything is constructed in order for you guys to be able to access higher states of consciousness within yourself through your vortexes, not your chakra systems. Okay? Eventually, everything comes into a one system. You'll crystallize. So I always tell everyone, you might as well just go outside and go look outside and to see if you can sit in the sun and see your crystallization. Now, you'll probably have to be like me, most likely, about 5 years ago, and taking off all of your makeup for women and making sure that it's not glitter from our makeup. That was almost about 5 years ago. And eventually you'll realize that's your ego. So because you'll want to go outside and actually look at your body. You can go through that process too. And then you would realize that you are crystallizing. Okay. A lot of people talk about other stuff, but to be honest with you, I would just see what do you allow yourself to be programmed with. Okay. Most likely, and who do you allow in your existence to program you. So remember that too as well. You'll learn how to move out those intelligence intelligent. It is intelligent. It's artificial intelligent contracts. So you go outside, you should be able to see gold crystals. You can see gold crystals on your skin. So you guys want to go look at that. Eventually, it's star particle system. And then you become translucent, transparent, and light. And it's also light for me right now, and it always has been. So ultraviolet, transparent, and you'll be white and glowing. If you've ever seen anyone, a lot of people see pregnant women glowing. So their light is expanded, right? All right, so just try to see if you can expand a little bit to go outside. Letting you know that clogging the consciousness is what it is, right? So I'm going to say like clogs in the consciousness. A lot of people say lower vibrations, whatever it is to you. Okay, so obviously you don't vibrate high enough yet, and as you vibrate higher, you'll be able to access more consciousness, higher states of consciousness, and you'll be able to access Christ consciousness and God consciousness. And it's the networks in the higher heart chakra. So a lot of people, it can be the pineal gland. It's everything coming into one. So it's the pineal gland that expands into a God consciousness current, and that's what I call it, a current. So whatever else people say out there, this is where I resonate at. It is our experience, and I'm going to say our experience, wherever it is that you vibrate in your soul group. So I'd like for you just to expand just for a minute, and to understand that this becomes a whole system, and you'll be producing star particles, plasma, crystalline plasma naturally. Everything opens in the vortexes in the Godhead, and then eventually it becomes a full-blown system. That's where you'll be able to vibrate high enough, and you'll be able to activate codes and key codes within yourself, in your physical body. You'll be able to expand in consciousness, which you'll be raising consciousness, blissful states of consciousness, happiness. All right. This is actually how the human intelligence and the human consciousness at one point, angelic human. So what I'm trying to tell you is that all of you guys are going back to your original blueprints, whether you like it or not. So I always tell everyone this, because the frequencies on the planet, okay, are raising really high, and there's high accelerations with the solar flares, solar winds, and all kinds of really cool stuff coming in from different systems that are assisting right now. Okay, so eventually everyone is going to pop open, and then you'll see realities collapse and everything collapse. So the beings from the future that are showing me what is the ascension process, right? Where are we going, and what do we look like, and what's the intelligence, is transparent, translucent. It looks like gel, liquid plasma body, with some skeleton, little bit of skeleton structures, and some nervous, I'm going to say nerve structures. If you actually look for it, there's other stuff there too as well. It's very similar, and you'll have to expand your consciousness on this, because everyone has seen the mermaids being found like a long time ago and everything else, but it's not really conspiracy theory, but it is really similar. If you guys Google the mermaids that are usually found, looks really similar to what they look like. It's mermaid DNA, which is Syrian DNA. Okay, so then it's true in Hethar. Also, there's some Hethar DNA and all kinds of beautiful stuff too as well. So eventually you'll start to see what you think is scales, and it is a Syrian system, Syrian mermaid system. It's actually really cool. So I hope everyone can just expand. I just wanted to share this. I'll go more into sharing as I sit with them. Like I said, it's another seeding in a new root race, and that's what I'll be connecting to today for you guys. That it looks like liquid gel. They're actually really beautiful beings. They do not speak. It's all light speed telepathy and telepathic light speed telepathy. All right, so I'm going to bring in a transmission for all of you guys. So I said lots of releasing, and throughout the day is when you are a WayShower, you, even if you're waking up releasing, okay, and we're all WayShowers, just want you to know that. So a lot of people have to move through lots of doubts and illusions. And then most likely you want to see what contracts, soul contracts and relationships you allow into your field. Most likely you'll pass through those gates, and then you'll align to your soul family. And that would be your soul family, what they say soul family star tribe, which would be ones that resonate on your frequency level. And then those ones, you'll have new groups after that. But we have to get up and keep moving. No matter if we're sitting there crying our eyes out, we have to get it out. And it's a we process when you're in the avatar templates. Okay? So it's a lot of integrations with a lot of higher selves. A lot of crystals and star particles falling all over you when you get up out of bed because it's dark. It's actually really cool being in the dark. So we have no choice but to get up and move and go take a shower and get ready and cry and then play and dance. You know, multidimensional, sit there and start dancing and start activating our solar disc for the summer solstice. We got to bring in our summer solstice gift. Oh yeah, our unicorn horns, crowns. Be a unicorn god and goddess. Play around, and that's the whole point. Is that you'll realize it's a multidimensional experience. So eventually you'll tap in to your fifth dimensional self, and you'll be sitting there playing and having fun. And then we set up everything. I did a live this morning to support the collective consciousness with a beautiful avatar goddess sister, Christine Snowden. And it's very energetically aligned, so we'll be back on helping a lot of people in the future. So just connecting, I wanted to tell you guys happy summer solstice to all of you and all of the Galactic family. This is the next thing that we do. I just want you guys to know, those that are light body activators and some of my multidimensional mastery Stargate masters that I teach all of our mastery courses and have been with us for multidimensional mastery psychic development courses that are here. We're going to do a little transmission to start setting up for the collectives. We usually set up in the morning, always in the ether realms. We're going to bring it in for the transmissions. So I'm going to bring in a transmission. And I have all the babies here. Sindara land, but we're going to use the Lemurian seed. And we're going to open up a huge Stargate together with the higher selves. If you guys want to, for the collectives, this is what we do. So I'm going to teach what exactly we do to hold space for the collectives right now, because everyone is dimensionally, the inner dimensions are where they're at on their ascension journey. So we want to be able to connect. And I have my goddess Sekhmet with me and Athena for my masterclass tonight. And she came with me. She said, "Put me right next to you, right now." Since this morning. So, anyway, she's a lot bigger than that. I just want you guys to know. Put my statue next to you. There's a purpose for that. It's because I'm bringing back the royal houses of Lyra. So she makes sure that I put her next to her. And then also the god and the goddess realms fully into the physical. So that should be fun. I have to break through barriers with everything, all my contracts they have lined up for me. So imagine everything I have to work through with doubts and fears. And I'm like, you guys have to be kidding me. I have to go do this. Okay. Anyways. All right, we're going to set up a beautiful rainbow light space. We're going to be activating these solar discs for the summer solstice. I want to open up a huge light space. So I figured I would just do it with you guys. So I'm going to open up a space through all time and space for about 2 months and open up a divine stargate. I'm going to be setting this up in my super quantum computer system to be able to set up a huge stargate for oneness, bliss, abundance, and pure happiness, unity, for all of the collectives. All species and souls, and then all dimensional beings too as well, through all time and space, planetary and universe. Gesantina Fushanakata, Gesanta, Santina Fushakati, Gesana. Okay, Gesantira Fonakata. Gesantina Fushakati, Gesha Fashanakata, Dervokasanti. Geshanakata, I'm going to be activating a crystalline Lemurian gate to open up to hold space for all of the collectives and humanity of pure love. For 2 months to hold space for all releasing and deprogramming. Activating for pure abundance and love within. Santina Kananda Vanakasanta, Gishanti. Shantino Kushano Kushanakata, Gesanti. Santino Kushafochakatinakati, Gishanakati. Opening up a stargate for miracles, divine miracles throughout the collectives, divine peace, divine truth, divine power. The Refushanaka Shantino Kushanakana, the Refukusantina Kanakata, Santina Foshakati. Divine wisdom. Geshano Kushanakati, Gesano the Refukusantina Kata. Divine oneness. Geshanakata. Shantita Fushakata Kata. Gesantita Fushakati. Santina Kananda Vanakasanda. Santa Kashakati. Going to be opening up a sacred crystalline Lemurian sacred space, a power space for 2 months to hold space for all of my soul family, all of species, planetary species, universal species, for Gaia. Gesantina Shapashanti, Shafushukushano Koyana, the Vanakasanti, Shantina Foshakata, for all of humanity, the Rakana, the Vanakasantino, Shafoshakata, Santina Kashanakata, Shantina Koi Shanokushanakata Vokanakati. I'm going to open up this gate to allow all abundance, blissful states of consciousness, to open up the higher heart chakras, to know that they are supported with divine love. Gesantita Fushukushanakati, Fokasanakati, Geshanakata, Gianandervanokusanti, Gesantina Kwashanakati. I'm going to be opening up my galactic north gate. Gesantina Fushakatakati, activating my stargate systems. Gishafoshakanakati, activating the galactic north stargate. And I'm going to call in the highest councils of the Andromedan councils to hold space and a high space for the summer solstice. Gesantita Fushakatakati, of purity and love and light. Darafokushantu Kushafoshanakata, Gesanti, Santinakata, the purest frequency of Christ's light. Gesanandarafokusanakata, Gesanti, Shantina Kushano Kushanakati, Ganandarvana Kushanokata, Shantina Ki Kushakata. I'm going to activate my south gate, and I'm going to ask that my divine 11th dimensional dragons to be able to come in, my sacred dragons and phoenixes of the 11th dimensions of the higher angelic realms. Gishafushanokuna, Santinafu Kursanakata, Gesanti, Shantina Kuyana Dervanakasanti. I'm going to be activating my west stargate. I'm going to be calling in the Arcturian councils, the Refu Shanakana, the Refaka Santina Kata, to hold space for the summer solstice. Gisanti Kushana, the Refaka Santina Kisakati, for all of humanity and all species, planetary and universal, multiverses. We're going big. Gisanti Fushana, Santi Koshanakati, Gisanakana, Shanti Ushafushakata. Gasanti, Safu Shukoshanakad Fukanakata. I'm going to be activating an east gate and connecting to the new Atlantis, high priest and priestess and elders to come in and to hold space for the summer solstice. I'm going to call in all of the Aquaferians, all of the crystal star dolphins, and the Aurora councils to set up the galactic gates and all stargates in my power center and my super quantum computer system. to anchor in my avatar and connect to my avatar to open up my heart gate and to hold a gate open for 2 months to hold space for abundance and oneness and peace and love and pure love for all. Gesantina. So no Geshanti. Geshanakata. We're going to be activating a rainbow liquid light, Christed light plasma. This is a sacred space, and to hold space is a divine power space for all of the collectives. I'm going to be activating the gods above gate to the God realms. Opening up a sacred space to activate the school of the gods and the goddess. Santino kushno koshanti, gananda rakata, gisanti fushukati fokasanti, to activate the solar body, and then opening up a stargate for Gaia's kingdoms. Gishafushakati, gisanakata, Santino fushnokasi, geshanakata, opening up the Gaia's gate. Nerafushanakasana, gisanti, shamfu yakashakati nakisakata, going to ask Gaia to connect and to assist with holding space for all of humanity. The planetary system and the universal and the multiverses. Going to be activating my sun stargate and the solar plexus. And to connect and to hold space with the frequencies of the Christ light of the sun. And to connect and to activate a Lemurian stargate for all of you. I hope that you guys have a beautiful evening. I hope you expand, love. I hope you reach blissful states of consciousness. As you can tell, this is blissful states of consciousness. This is pure God consciousness within inside of me. A 0 point imbalance. Thank you for being present. Sending love to all of you. You have a wonderful evening.